A cheerful good morning and a very warm welcome to one and all present today in this GK class. Once again, I welcome you back on behalf of Sunbeam Academy. Before going ahead with today's session, again I would like to remind you with the same things which we have been repeating since quite long time back. That is, as per today's news headlines, that is tomorrow, that is today only we are going to, as per yesterday's news headlines, today, that is on 16th, we are going to start our vaccination drive with the health workers in around more than 600 districts or something like that. But most probably more than 60,000 or 90,000 health workers, they are going to get vaccinated within 3 days. So this is quite a big task as well as a big achievement for us. That is all those people who are busy in saving the life of us. Now it is time for their lives to be secured first, and thereafter the other people who will be next in the number of getting vaccinated. Okay, so before going ahead, a little bit quick review regarding this. As per headlines of yesterday, what I remember is that the recovery rate has been 96.52, as well as I'm sorry, the death rate is 1.44. So this is a big achievement for us, and past 1 week the track record is there, that is in one day or within 24 hours the maximum number of cases is less than 20,000. This is also a big achievement for us. Okay, so starting with this, I hope your exams have been gone very well, and as per the question papers, what I remember is that you would have got the current affairs as well from this current affairs sections only. So I request everyone to prepare nicely so that the next time or whenever you are going to give your annual exams, whether offline or online, okay, you are going to achieve the same type of marks which you are getting it now. Okay, so starting with this, let me first share you the syllabus, followed by this. Let us start with today's session or today's class. Okay, as per the syllabus, if you remember, this is class 7th syllabus, and this was the periodic test 2 part which we have already completed in our syllabus, and you all have just now given the exams of this periodic test 2. Moving ahead with this, okay, now we are going to start with this. What do we say? Here we have the annual term syllabus. Let me first check. Right, the screen has been shared, all of you are able to see that. Okay, so this is the entire term 2, that is your annual syllabus, and out of this annual syllabus, if you remember, half of the pages or more than, in some of the topics, more than half of the pages has been already completed in your periodic test 2. Okay, for an instance or for an example, I would like to show you here, that is we have the 3 page numbers, that is of the very first topic, our environment, that is your 42, 47 and 53. If you carefully have a look over these 3 page numbers, so what you are able to find is that, okay, these are the first 3 page numbers of the annual syllabus of the topic our environment, which has been already completed in this periodic test 2. If you can see here, 42 at the very bottom where my cursor is there, 42, 47 and 53, which has been already completed. So now we are just left behind with this 1 page number, that is page number 58, and after this we are going to go ahead with so in this way we will be completing our entire first topic, that is our environment, whether it is of annual syllabus or periodic test 2 syllabus, whatever it is. Okay, so let us finish it up quickly, let us wind it up quickly with this topic, our environment. We have this page number 58. Okay, so this is just like your global warming page number, which is given in your books in your previous classes, I hope 6 or 8, whatever may be. Okay, so I hope it is visible to each and everyone. Okay, so keeping the air clean, we have here the very first part. Okay, that is how what are the things which should be done to keep our air clean. And keeping the air clean means basically keeping our atmosphere clean, okay, because this air is what it is, nothing but a mixture of gases which are surrounding the earth's surface by forming an atmosphere, okay, in which lots of gases are present, life sustaining gases, harmful gases, and various types of other gases are also present, okay. Starting with this, we have here, that is, air pollution is one of the greatest environmental problems that we face today. Here are some ways you can keep the air pollution free. That is, what are the things which should be done by us, which we rarely do it, ठीक है, हम लोग कभी नहीं करते हैं, but still the government, the education system, our moral values are basically, we have to impart this thing, or the teacher keeps on telling you to study, follow all these things. But most probably the scene or the scenario is this only, that none of you are ready to listen, okay, because you feel that if we are going to listen to the teachers, so this will be a great disrespect for us, okay. So that is why most of us do not feel good enough to listen to the teachers, parents, or even the elders as well, okay. Starting with this, let us so these are the things which nobody is telling us to do, but even you can say this is the request from the environment as well, as you are able to see the detrimental effects of the environment, the increased summer spans, the longer summers and shorter winters, and at the same time the various kinds of pandemic situations. Though we say that China is responsible for this part, we never know the exact reason for it. Most of us, we don't know, okay. So if we start with this, the very first point is that how or what are the things which should be taken here, or which should be adopted in our lifestyle to prevent air pollution and keep our environment as air pollution free, okay. So walk or ride a bicycle to school if your school is not far away from your house. Not only is it a great exercise and will save the air from harmful pollutants emitted from vehicles, this will also help you to breathe in some fresh air. Insist that your parents take public transport to work, okay. Now today's scenario is what, that is, riding a bicycle is a shame for us, because we feel shameless here, we feel quite shame here, because our status, our repo and everything goes down when we are moving with a bicycle, okay, or a cycle, okay. This is most of the what you can say, the thinking of most of the peoples who are present on this surface of the earth. I told you most of the peoples that we have here, that is your 85 to 90% of the people, okay. I'm not pretty sure regarding the my findings or my sayings, but one of the things which I would like to share here is, that is, in China, okay, people used to mostly travel with cycles only, and all those people who are using the bikes or the cars or any kind of transport systems where they have to spend money, they only use it whenever they are going to earn something. That is, if I am visiting you in China and if you are going to give me some money on behalf of something for my work or anything like that, then only I am going to come to you with bike, car, or anything like that. If I am going to meet you casually, just like evening walk, morning walk, or anything like that, without any particular reason or profit, so of course I am going to prefer bicycle over that bike or car, okay. This is one of the stories which I have heard. I don't know how much is the reality, but I think that this is most the probable good method to promote eco-friendly techniques, and at the same time save our non-renewable fossil fuels as well, okay. Starting with this, we have here, that is the next part, okay. What are the things, that is, whenever we are going to ride a bicycle, what are the advantages? As you know that this is going to help us to be fit enough by since we are using the bicycle, so we are going to do some kind of physical work or physical activity which is going to help us to keep our body fit, and at the same time This will also protect the environment, as whenever we are using the vehicles, whether the cars, bikes or anything like that, this is not going to emit any kind of harmful gases. So it is also going to protect us from the pollution of air, or from mixing of unwanted substances, that is pollutants, into the air. Okay, the last part is that insist that your parents should take public transport to work. This is the most unavoidable things which we do, that is never we say to our parents to prefer to public transport as compared to your bikes or cars. Okay, one of the most possible, I also completely do not agree with this part, because हम लोग क्यों नहीं कहते हैं, because it is not possible. ठीक है, हमारे इंडिया में अगर देखा जाए तो we don't have such facilities, or we don't have such transportation facilities which is going to drop exactly or very near to our destination point. Okay, जैसे अगर आप देखो, ठीक है, अगर आपको संकट मोचन उतरना है तो या फिर और कहीं जाना है, सारनाथ जाना है, तो basically you will have to use some kind of auto or your rickshaws और एनीथिंग लाइक दैट. मतलब वो आपको डेस्टिनेशन आपकी जो भी है, या फिर और आप संकट मोचन के अंदर कह लीजिए, तो वहाँ तक आपको कोई भी ट्रांसपोर्ट फैसिलिटी नहीं मिलती है. ओके, यू हैव टू प्रेफर रिक्शा ओनली, विच इज गोइंग टू कॉस्ट यू अ लॉट मोर, एंड एट द सेम टाइम द ट्रांसपोर्टेशन इज ऑल्सो कॉस्टली इनफ. ओके, so basically when we have to cover, or when we have to meet more than 2 or 3 peoples in a day, and so in this short span of time we usually prefer our own vehicle, so that we are able to reach to the destination at a particular time and comfortably as well. Okay, so this is one of the most probable reasons why people prefer for their own transports. But still, if we think of the situations that if you are able to see 100 bikes on the road, and as you know that each and everyone are some or other way related to each other, that is we know each other from many times, or your neighbors or your relatives or anything like that. So if we plan enough accordingly, that is if we both are going on the same route at up to a particular destination, so I hope we can share the vehicle, or we can share the transport system, which is not only going to reduce the load of the expense, but it is also going to make our environment little bit less polluted as well. Okay, so if out of the 100 bikes, if most of the people prefer to share the vehicles, so if on one bike 2 people are also traveling, so in this way we will be able to have only 50 vehicles present on the road. So the rest of the 50 vehicles is going to save some kind of fuel there. Okay, and at the same time it is also going to prevent the pollution in our atmosphere. Moving ahead with this, if you travel by a car lot, then try to use a carpool. You and your neighborhood friends can arrange to go to school in the same vehicle. Even if it is not possible to carpool every day, try it some days of the week. Vehicle emit a huge amount of pollutants in the air every day. Okay, this is also the same thing which I was telling you just now. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे क्या है, बेसिकली शेयरिंग ऑफ व्हीकल्स इज ऑल्सो देयर. दैट इज अगर आप उसी रूट्स पे जा रहे हो तो ऑफ कोर्स यू कैन शेयर द व्हीकल्स, सो दैट the pollutants which are released into the atmosphere, that can be minimized, and also this is going to make our environment or air, make the air basically cleaner. Okay, because you know that if the polluted air is being inhaled by the human beings, animals or anything like that, we are going to suffer from various kinds of respiratory diseases. Okay, moving ahead with this, we have here, okay, one more thing I have been told here, that is I know it is not possible for every day in a week to share the vehicles or go as a carpool there, but if we are trying to do it at least 1 or 2 days in a week also, then also this is going to benefit a lot, and we are going to contribute some or the other things to the eco-friendly techniques or prevention of pollution in air. Okay, so this was our page number 58. As per my knowledge, what I am able to see is that page number 58 is there along with some more pages, that is page number 58 and 59, they are correlated to each other. That is, we have some more techniques here, we have some more ways how we can promote the eco-friendly techniques, or basically how we can prevent our air pollution. Sorry. Okay, so as per my knowledge, let me see that. I hope we can include this page as well, because this is not going to harm us. It is related to eco-friendly techniques only, so we will be including this page number as well in our annual syllabus. That is our page number 59 here. Okay, so if I hope all of you have your books in front of you. So along with page number 58, let us go ahead with page number 59 there, and please focus on page number 59, the very first point. That is, whenever you are going to the market by car, try and complete all your errands in one single trip, instead of driving to the market multiple times in a day or in a week. That is, अगर हम लोग यूज भी कर रहे हैं कार बाइक्स और एनीथिंग लाइक दैट, दैट इज अभी एक सामान कम पड़ा, फिर हम चले गए मार्केट, दूसरा सामान कम पड़ा, अगेन वी वेंट टू द मार्केट. ओके, so this is what we are again and again going to the market just by using our cars or bikes or anything like that. So this is going to use a lot of petrol, diesels or anything like that, and this is going to emit a lot of pollutants into our atmosphere as well. So since all these things are emitting a lot of pollutants in our atmosphere, okay, so if we reduce it, मतलब एक बार हम निकले तो बाहर का जितना काम है सारा करके घर लौटे, तो उससे क्या होगा, we are going to save our fossil fuels as well, and at the same time we are going to save our time. Rest of the time we can utilize it for some other purposes as well, or we can spend some quality time in our family as well, and at the same time we can also limit the amount of pollutants which are getting released into the atmosphere. Next we have plant trees. Trees help to remove harmful substances and pollutants from the air. All of us, we are very much aware of this part. That is, if you remember this one here, we have here, okay, I hope is it visible to everyone right here. Okay, the next point, that is plant a tree here. So in this, this is the technique of afforestation. All of us, we are very much aware that plants utilize this carbon dioxide for preparing their food. Not only this, they are also, as you will be going higher and higher, and if you continue your studies about the plants only, so you will come to know that all these plants are basically absorbing the harmful pollutants as well. Some of the plants, they are acting like your filters as well. Like I don't remember the name of that plant, because these plants are basically planted in at those places where there are dirty waters. They used to absorb the harmful substances from that dirty water and evaporate it or convert it into fresh forms. Okay, just by making them evaporate by the process of transpiration. Okay. Next we have when your parents fill the fuel tank of their vehicles, ask them not to fill it to the brim. The fuel which gets spilled in the process evaporates into the air and pollutes the environment. देखिए यहाँ पे तो एक I'm sorry. The reason which has been provided here is that the fossil fuels, it gets evaporated and it is going to pollute the environment. हमें कभी भी अपनी टंकियों को full नहीं करवाना चाहिए. Perfect reason. One more reason is that all of you know that whenever the vehicles are moving, our roads are not perfect enough that they are not going to have any kind of jerks or anything like that. So if some of the spaces are left into our fuel tanks, okay, so the oil will be able to get a space to accommodate at the time of jerk, and at the same time it will not come out, okay, at the time of jerks, and thereby not only saving your money from getting spoiled by spilling, but also not polluting the atmosphere by getting evaporated and mixing as a harmful pollutant in between the air spaces. Okay. Next we have air pollution can be prevented by using alternative energy sources such as solar, hydroelectric and wind energy. Okay, so basically here we are talking about the renewable energy sources or renewable sources of energy, like your water energy, which is known as your hydroelectric energy, windmills, wind energy, solar power panels, solar energy, because these are the things which are not going to be getting exhausted, finished or anything like that. So we can use it as many number of times as much we want, because this is going to be produced or this can be harnessed again and again. Okay, That is why, if you remember one of the company's name, that is your Tata Nexon or something is there, which has already launched its vehicle, electric vehicle, that is four-wheeler, and the cost of it is around 12 to 13 lakhs, out of which, uh, out of this 12 to 13 lakhs, 3 lakhs has been provided as a subsidy by the government in order to promote the use of eco-friendly vehicles, that is your electric vehicles. मतलब जैसे हम लोग को गैस पे सब्सिडी मिलती है, जब आप अपने मम्मी पापा से पूछेंगे तो जो गैस एलपीजी सिलेंडर्स आप लोग खरीदते हो, ठीक है, आप जितना पैसा देते हो उसमें से कुछ पैसा आपके वापस अकाउंट में आ जाता है, दैट इज द सब्सिडी विच इज पेड बाय द गवर्नमेंट. In the same way, when you are purchasing this vehicles, okay, that is the electric vehicles, in their case also the government is going to provide us with some or the other amount. That is, this is, I have heard, I don't know what is the exact, whether this scheme is there or not. The same schemes are present in your solar panels as well. Those solar panels, they are little bit costly enough, but these solar panels are being provided on subsidy rates as well. Okay, next we have here, that is switch off the lights, fans, air conditioners, televisions and other appliances when not in use. This is the most common technique which we can do at our homes, and we can start saving energy at our home without spreading awareness. Start the initiative from now onwards. That is, whenever you are there in a room, use each and everything whatever you feel like, but the moment you leave the room, I request everyone to switch off the lights, fans, TVs and everything. The moment you come back, again utilize it, open it, switch it on, whatever you want to do, because all of you know that the function of switch is to just put it on and off. So why don't you use it? Okay, use it for as many number of times, because the more you use, the more you are going to save energy and contribute towards a better environment as well as a better tomorrow ahead. Okay, next we have here, that is whenever possible, try to minimize smoke emissions as it leads to air pollution. Do not burn garbage, compost dried leaves and kitchen waste instead. This will also fertilize your garden. That is, burning of waste is one of the most common sources of pollution. Okay, if you remember, अभी कुछ दिनों पहले ही हरियाणा और एनसीआर नोएडा रीजन्स में क्या बोला गया था कि वो परियाल या पुआल बोलते हैं, जैसे जब वीट या राइस हम खेत में बोते हैं तो जब उनका हार्वेस्टिंग आता है तो आजकल जो मशीन से कंबाइन, पहले जब हम लोग हाथ से काटते थे तो नीचे से काटते थे, ठीक है. जैसे अगर आपका इतना बड़ा पेड़ है, ठीक है, दिस पेंसिल इज रिप्रेजेंटिंग योर वीट प्लांट और द राइस प्लांट. ओके, आई एम सॉरी, एंड दिस इज द पॉड ऑफ द वीट प्लांट और द राइस प्लांट. बस ये इतने में ही वीट लगा होता है या राइस लगा होता है, रेस्ट ऑफ द प्लांट इज एज अ वेस्ट ओनली. बट सिंस इट इज लिविंग ऑर्गेनिक है, सो इट इज गोइंग टू फॉर्म ऑर्गेनिक वेस्ट एंड फर्टिलाइजर्स. तो पीपल क्या करते थे, जो आजकल की मशीन है कंबाइन हार्वेस्टर्स और ये सारी चीज़ें, तो वो क्या करती है, ऊपर की बस इतनी चीज़ों को काट लेती है, ठीक है, बाकी का प्लांट एज इट इज लैंड में पड़ा रह जाता है. एंड व्हाट द फार्मर्स यूज्ड टू डू, दैट इज आफ्टर दिस पार्ट हैज बीन कट डाउन बाय द कंबाइन एंड अदर मशीन्स, the farmers used to put their lands on fire so that all these rest of the portion gets fired and it can be used as a fertilizer or something like that. So not only that is going to act as a fertilizer, but the moment it gets burned up, it is going to create or it is going to contribute to a larger amount of pollution, and that is why it has been stopped or banned by the government, and strict actions have been taken also. Okay, last part, use recyclable materials like aluminum cans and utensils, paper, cardboard, glass bottles. This should ensure the saving of energy and lessening air pollution. That is, we should try to recycle as much as possible, because we never know that when all these things get stopped from being provided to us for the uses. Okay, still, so this, in this way we have completed these two page numbers, that is page number 58 and 59. And now it's time for the current affairs. So let me share the screen to you, followed by the current affairs here, as well as the questions. Today we have some of the different questions, that is some of the difficult questions for you. Let us see whether you all are able to do or not. Okay, so these are the current affairs of yesterday. that is the very first one, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana third 3.0, rolled out in 600 districts of India. This is the third phase of the scheme which has been rolled out in 600 districts with a financial outlay of 948.90 crores. Under this scheme, 8 lakh candidates will be trained in localized and demand driven skills. Okay. Next we have Indian Army Idea Forge signed contract with Switch Drones. The Indian Army signed a contract with the firm Idea Forge to procure high altitude variant of Switch drones or UAV. That is unnamed air vehicles. Under the contract worth USD 20 million, the company will deliver drones over a period of 1 year. The deal places Ideal Forge as the largest manufacturer of drones in the country for its security and industrial applications. Indian Army DRDO develops first indigenous 9mm machine pistol. The Indian Army and Defense Research and Development Organization have jointly developed first indigenous 9mm machine pistol of India. This 9mm machine pistol has been named as ASMI, which implies hard work, self-respect and pride. For designing of various parts of pistol, 3D printing process has been used. Okay. So this is the first indigenous 9mm pistol which has been made by our country itself. So इसका ये भी मतलब हो सकता है, आई एम नॉट श्योर, कि अभी तक हम लोगों ने कोई अपनी पिस्टल बनाई ही नहीं, हमेशा हम लोगों ने बाहर से ही लिया 9mm के पिस्टल्स आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट. ओके, मूविंग अहेड. और फर्स्ट इंडिजिनस पिस्टल मे बी समथिंग एल्स. ओके, the next we have here, India not to have any foreign leader as chief guest for Republic Day 2021. अगर आपको याद हो तो I hope someone from Russia or somewhere he was going to attend this Republic Day, that is on 26th of January. We have here in our current affairs as well. So this External Affairs Ministry on January 14, 2021 announced that this year India will not have any foreign leader as the chief guest for the Republic Day celebrations due to COVID-19 pandemic. This will be first time in more than 50 years that there will not be any foreign head at the Republic Day parade. If we let me try to have a search over this. Okay, find chief guest here. See, here we have. So Boris Johnson, India has reportedly invited which world leader to be the chief guest at Republic Day 2021? So Boris Johnson was the person who was invited for this Republic Day, but now it has been cancelled as due to this COVID-19. Okay, here we have the same things. That's it. Okay, last one we have here, that is India and Japan signed Memorandum of Understanding for Cooperation in Information and Communications Technology on 15th of 2021 for okay, ICT, Information and Communication Technology. The agreement was exchanged virtually and will enhance cooperation in 5G technologies, telecom security, public safety, smart cities and other fields. Okay. Last but not the least, we have the questions for you. Here it is. Please try to have a screenshot. I'm sorry. Have the screenshot or click the picture, whatever you want to do. The time is about to be over. Please finish it off quickly. I hope the screen has been shared right. Okay. 3 questions are there. Little bit tough enough, but I hope you will be able to do, as you have already done exponent and power, so you'll be able to do this question. Here also the same part. This is very much easy because this 5 to the power minus 1, I hope all of you know, since you all have studied exponents and powers. So please finish it off quickly, or please do try to solve all these questions because they are going to help you out. That's all, I hope. Okay, so this was there for today. Next week again we are going to meet with some new current affairs, and at the same time with some of the what do we say to that, with some new pages as well. So thanks a lot for being with me, and have a superb day ahead. Thank you.